Alright, as you can see, the people here in the chat standing around on the snow. I hope you brought a jacket, because it might be quite cold around that part of the map. But you are all really smart, so I'm pretty sure you did do that indeed. Alright, in the warm-up we go. Paradise, as we have seen already from the warm-up before the map switch. It is the same map once again. This is going to be our first map of today on step number 5. Spam right now, not with the best start in the warm-up, but hey, you know, that is okay if he is saving his good start for the match itself. Riolu looking good already though in the warm-up. That is nice to see. Now, Paradise, this is our third time we're going to see this map, and the place should be really well prepared on it. And that is probably going to mean, because as well as we will not have any point loss on this map, that players are going to risk it for the biscuit on this map today. And we will see players go full sending left and right. Mistakes will happen because people are going to push for the 20 points on the number 1 position. And that is for me already really exciting to see, because I really like it when players go full risk through the turns. Really, especially on this part here with the engine cuts, where if you keep a lot of speed, you can definitely overtake your opponents there. And of course, the identity itself is going to be really important too. Spam already looking... Oh my god, Yannex is taking the scenic route. Oh dear. Okay, so Spam actually showing us the alternate line, which is more of a... Well, I mean, you don't go for the double rotation. You only go for one rotation, but then... That's how you do it. And we go live. Alliance Spam is on our screen. Live in TMGL step number 5. We have started on Paradise. And, oh, Spam actually not with the best start. Actually finds himself in the 16th position. Hello? This is not what you want to see here in step number 5 of the TMGL. But hey, we have only just started. The catch-up has also started. Going through the checkpoint here. Spam not being able to overtake anybody yet. But maybe that's going to happen coming up into this jump. Everybody seems to be making it. We're going to go into a tech slide here. Spam taking it pretty well. Closing in on Bran already. But it's not enough yet to go for any overtakes. Here we go into the dirt speed drifts that Spam is doing. As you can see, that gives him a lot of speed. And that is going to give him the key to overtaking his first opponent. Riolo is being left behind. And now we're going to go into a dirt section. And Spam really mastering this dirt already. As you can see, more and more people are getting left behind already at the start of this map. We are on Paradise, lap number 1. And Spam's already in top 11 now. Ooh, back with the mistake. First mistake, a big mistake we have of step number 5. Back is going to go slow down quite a bit. Because if you slow down in the engine cut part, yeah, you cannot accelerate. So he is going to lose a lot of time. And now Spam suddenly in top 4. Top 4 already. Spam is risking it for the biscuit, as I've said already in the warm-up. And is looking really good in lap number 1 of Paradise. Papu, what are you doing? Oh no, Papu with a huge mistake. But Spam, what is going on here? So many mistakes in the identity, and Spam did not get a good one. Really unfortunate landing there in the end, losing all of his speed. Yeah, and now you are in top 14 already, 3.8 seconds behind the lead. And Spam needs to go full send it everywhere now without making any mistakes. And that's going to be a really hard task, but not an impossible one. Not an impossible one. As you can see, there goes Papu, there goes Massa. That's 2 down already. We are back into number 12 on the scoreboard. And the next target is going to be Tween right now. Tween being in number 11 is 2 seconds behind the leader. And Spam being 3.8 seconds behind. As you can see, the gap is quite big. So Spam needs to risk it and hope for some mistakes from any opponents to snag up some points in the end there. With that mistake on the identity, that cost him a lot of time. So let's see who did not make any mistakes so far. It is Cole Jr., who is currently in the lead. Bran being right behind him. And Pack, what? Even with that mistake in lap number 1, still somehow in top 3. What a player we have on our hands here. Top 3 for Pack going into the identity. I'm gonna look a little bit here at the top positions as Bran is making a mistake. Pack right now yoinking second place. Looking good for him. Bran indeed slowing down quite a bit. Riolo with the mistake as well, and for the rest, it looks pretty decent here. In the meantime though, we have Spam overtaking people left and right, is actually closing in on the number 1 position. gaining about 0.10 of a second in between the time we have left him to look at the top 3 players, and now going back to Spam's perspective, he is still at the 3.8 second mark. And that is actually really good, because all the other players are losing compared to the number 1 position. Meanwhile, Spam is just staying even, and that means he is gonna overtake people left and right. Gwen has been overtaken here already, although he is risking it. Oh dear. Gwen barely making that, and not with a lot of exit speed for him. And that means Spam can go back into that 9th position. No, it is Gwen once again. No, it is Spam once again. No, it is Gwen once again. I'm gonna repeat myself 10 million times in this map already. Gwen and Spam have a huge battle going on here for top number 9. As well as Riolu, who is quite close here. So maybe he can overtake him as well. Now we see Gwen going for the inside line. Is that gonna be... What do you mean? Riolu with a bit of a mistake. Gwen, I thought he was on a roll here, but he doesn't have that much speed. Still though, I must say, that line did look a little bit better for the French player. This time around though, not so much. Spam is closing in already, going into the identity. This is looking good for the Dutch player. Here he goes, overtaking Gwen already. And even with that mistake in lap number 1, Spam is back into top 8. Looking really, really good. Riolu for a sliver of hope there. Maybe going for the overtake, but not with the best exit speed. And that means Spam holds on to his top 8. Brent is the next target. Brent, who, by the way, was 2nd place just a couple of minutes ago. What is his pace by Spam? He's actually just catching up to everyone here. Which actually is kind of sad, because that means he would have been really high if he didn't make that mistake in lap number 1. But let's not think too much about that, and let's instead look at what's happening right now on our screens. It is top 8 for Spam. Brent is currently holding on to that top 7, but Spam is slowly coming closer and closer. Scrappy as well, who is a direct opponent of Spam in the general standing, so it would be really beneficial for him to go for the overtake, not only getting some more points for himself, but also denying Scrappy some points. Let's see if he is able to do that, closing in on the end phase of this map. We are currently in lap number 4 out of 6. So after this lap, we have another 2 full laps to go. So enough time for Spam to catch up to anybody here. And here we go into... Oh, what a good drift by Spam. What a save! I gotta be... that is so cool to see. Not with the best line there, but with an incredible save. He doesn't even lose that much speed, and Spam is still ready to go on the attack. And that is really a skill you must have as well. Not only being able to go fast, but also being able to save yourself when you do make a mistake. It's something really, really important in the TMGL. Spam must give the position away to Gwen, who is on a roll here. Best lap so far, well, not so far, in lap number 4. So gotta give it to Gwen. He is pushing it to the limit as well. Luckily though, Spam was able to overtake... Who was it? I think it was Bran. Yeah, it was Bran indeed. So still a top 8 position for Spam here. Still though, Scrappy is actually struggling a little bit. Scrappy not with the most amount of speed, and that means Spam and Gwen are gonna come closer. Spam and Gwen are on a warpath here, both of them with incredible pace. And a battle between Gwen and Spam for the last 3 laps or something. Wow, and now Gwen is really pushing it. Look at the incredible amount of speed this French player has. Already going for the overtake on Scrappy, who is not even doing that badly, but just Gwen is so incredibly fast. Spam is struggling to keep up with these players. Still though, Scrappy not with the best line once again. Spam closing in once again. Reactive boost coming in. Spam not with the best amount of exit speed, but still though, not losing that much ground to Scrappy, and it's gonna go all down into this engine cut part. Who has the most amount of speed? It is not Spam. It is not Scrappy. It is Bran. Look at him go! Bran actually going for a double overtake in one section. Incredible performance by him. Really well done. Sadly though for Spam, that means he must give away his top 9 position. But now he does snipe Scrappy near the end of the map. And that is looking really, really good. Spam back into the top 8 once again. He's losing some positions. He's gaining some positions. Actually, he is not even top 8. He is top 7. Looking really, really good here for Spam. With a mistake in lap number 1. Still in top 7. I gotta give it to him. That is a good performance. We have one lap left to go. And Bran and Aurel are actually extending their lead a little bit. It looks like it's going to be hard for Spam to catch up to any of these players unless they make any kind of huge mistakes. So let's instead look at Scrappy, who is still really close to Spam, looking to get back into that top 7 position. Scrappy giving us a really, really nice overview of the battle going on currently between him and Spam. Actually, Spam, as you can see here, extending his lead. Really nice visual representation of this, as Spam is currently moving further away from our camera. Spam is looking really strong on this first map already. His consistency is definitely there, even though in the pre-match interview he did feel a little bit wonky. Scrappy is closing in a little bit though. It is not over yet. We still have a couple of turns left to go. Spam has to go for the drift, and that's going to loosen some speed. Scrappy is going to go for the overtake. And now it is going to go all down to this identity. Will Spam be able to catch up to Scrappy once again? Or will Scrappy snipe the top 8, or sorry, top 7 right in the end of this map? Let's see what is going to happen here. Spam about equal with Scrappy. I gotta be honest, a little bit more speed maybe. But what is gonna happen here in the end? Spam going for the overtake. He does indeed snipe Scrappy in the end. What a good last identity by Spam. Can I get a clap in the chat? Wow. What a great snipe here in the end by Spam. That was really nice to see. Top 7 for him. Not great. Definitely not bad either. Getting some good amount of points for him on the scoreboard. Carrying that into map number 2. We have as a winner Pack with 20 points and the fastest lap. Definitely dominating this first map. Carl Jr. with nice 14 points as well. Evon, Gwen, Bren, Aurel, Spam, Scrappy, all in the top 8. All getting some good points for themselves. But especially Pack already with 22 points on the scoreboard. He's looking good. Right, I'm gonna up the volume a little bit more. I'm gonna full send it. Not really sure why I cannot get it higher than that. It should be fine. Nothing I can do there. Like, it's maxed out on my windows as well, so... hopefully you can hear it though. For me, it is loud, but... yeah, maxed out in OBS as well. That is weird, because normally I'm not even close to maxed out. So I will have to investigate that a little bit more after this step. Hopefully you guys can hear some of the games out at least. Lower my own mic. Yeah, that's a possibility as well. Let's, and I'm gone! I turned down myself a little bit, so maybe you can turn up the sound of the... well, the sound itself, and then... I guess... that is possible. Alright, here we go. We are warming up on Cyclone map number 2 with a little bit of a technical difficulty break, but let's get back into the casting itself. Yeah, Windows Audio Mixer is also maxed. Okay, here we go. We are live in map number 2. It is called Cyclone, and it is the map Spam might get some points on. Because as we have seen from last week, Spam is incredibly fast on the ice slide that is coming up in the middle of the map. And maybe, just maybe, this time around, no mistakes for Spam, and he will pop that first place. I'm feeling good about it, so let's see what he's gonna do. Already looking good here at the start. Into top number 2, 0-2 on his car already. Rioli's the only one ahead of him, although we do have Tween and Scrappy with a little bit of a better line. So Spam has got to give that position away for him. Tween indeed smiling in the corner of our screens right now. And here we go into the ice slide. As I've mentioned already, this is where Spam might be able to snipe everyone. Let's see what he's gonna do. Looking good here already. The speed is high. The speed is high. And Spam yeets everyone away. What is this? I mean, what a performance by him. We have Spam in the corner of our screen smiling at us. God, Spam is in the lead, leaving everyone behind. It is only Matt who is even remotely close. Massa and Yannick's looking decent as well, but the gap is already half a second, and we are all not even at the end of the first lap. Spam, what a beast. Wow. 1:16.5 as the first lap. He must feel good about himself right now because that is a really, really good lap. We have a gap of half a second between Evon, Riolu, and Spam. It is now 0.6 of a second. Look at this. We are in the start of lap number 2, and Spam is already this far ahead. Let's zoom back on in as we are coming closer into the ice slide. The ice slide where Spam just got a beautiful, beautiful one. Can he do that again? Here we go. We are zooming. Alright, looking decent. I don't think this was as high of a speed as the last time, but still though, that must be pretty good as well. Yeah, definitely, Spam still holding on beautifully to his first place position here. Still, 0.4 of a second ahead of the rest of the field. Massa right now in second place. Bren looking decent as well. I'm gonna go for the perspective of the second place player because there's nothing ahead of Spam. Nobody is ahead of Spam. Spam is number 1. And that means Massa has to go on the attack here. Okay, identity section coming in. I feel like Spam has a pretty good one here. Nice amount of exit speed. Yes, he does so indeed. He's going to hold on to that first place. Still about half a second of a lead between Massa and Spam. Massa this time around with the best lap. Of course, that's going to lock in the best lap so far because of the flying lap speed that he had. Still though, Spam is in the lead. The lead is closing a little bit though. Massa now 0.36 second behind. Massa is pushing it. He wants those sweet, sweet 20 pointers that Spam is currently defending. Coming into another ice slide. Will Spam extend the lead this time around? Let's see what it's gonna do. Here we go, going high up once again. That is the tactic you want to see. Now going as close as possible, but oh, this looks so risky. And he has to release a little bit to avoid crashing. Still though, at least no major crashes. He's going to give away some positions here, but he is still in the mix for the lead here. Top 4 is not bad at all. He's only 0.7 behind, 0.8 behind, but with another insane ice slide that we have seen from lap number 1, he can catch that up. We are in lap number 3 out of 6 coming into the identity. Spam has left... Oh, sorry. Yannex, Tween and Massa have overtaken him. But that doesn't mean he cannot overtake them back. Here we go into lap number 4. We are on halfway on the map Cyclone. The gap is only 0.4 of a second. And that means that Spam is already gaining. Just in general on the map, not even on the ice slide. The pace of Spam is absolutely insane. Even with that slowdown on the previous ice slide, he is just catching up to Yannex already. As you can see, Yannex is coming closer and closer on our screen right now. Maybe even going for the overtake before the ice slide even begins. But now a really important part coming up once again. Tweet and Massa taking the lead. Yannex and Spam are battling for third place right now. But what is going to be the positions in the end? Look at the speed, but no, Spam went for too much risk for him. He did not get the grip. F in the chat for Spam, who with a huge mistake is still somehow top 9. Even after such a huge mistake, losing that much time, he is still top 10. So I guess that's decent, but yeah, this is what you get. Sadly though, the risky strat again not paying off this week around. Sad to see, but hey, that is the way the dice has rolled. So we just gotta focus now on what is still left to be salvaged. Top 10 position for Spam right now, not the most amount of points, but maybe with a nice last 2 laps, Spam can catch up some positions, still get a nice amount of points from this map. Bren is quite far ahead of Spam right now, about a second, so that's going to be hard to catch up to. Let's see what is who is in the lead right now. It is Tween. Yannex looking really good as well, who has not really performed, both Tween and Yannex by the way, not really performing that well in the general standing so far. So they are looking to get some points for themselves in this step. Now Massa, who is currently behind Spam in the general standings, looking to go and get ahead of Spam. And what do you mean? Beautiful ice slide by Massa. Incredible ice slide by Massa. Spam, oh, really struggling. He's just gonna save it, looking to lock in the top 10 position as it looks like. Let's go back into the lead here, where Massa is still battling with Tween for the 20 pointer. Bren currently with the fastest lap, Tween currently with number 1 position, but Massa might be sniping the fastest lap in this one because his ice slide was absolutely beautiful. it was not enough to get the fastest lap. Instead, it is Gwen who takes the fastest lap. That is really unexpected. But Gwen is looking good here towards the end of the map. We have entered lap number 6. What is Spam doing? He just went out of the identity. It is clear for him. No one to overtake. Bren is so far ahead. No real big battles going on. So I'm gonna go back into the battle that is going on for the first place to get you guys some excitement going on into map number 2. It is Tween still leading, but it is a battle for second place between Peck and Massa. As you can see, they are incredibly close together. Peck going for the higher up line. Massa already in the ice slide. Oh, Peck is pushing it. Beautifully done by the Englishman. And now he's going to go for the overtake on Tween as well. Look at the speed Peck has compared to his opponent. He's going to go for the overtake. This is what I wanted to see from Spam, but sadly, we have to look at Peck instead for the incredible ice slide from him. That was so good. And that is what you want to see in lap number 6. Peck and Tween battling it out for the number 1 position. Who is it going to be? Is it Peck? Is it Tween? Peck going up higher. Tween has more speed, but Peck has the inside line. And it's going to be a snipe. Tween gets it with 1/100th of a second. What do you mean? Tween with the 20-pointer. Beautifully done. Beautifully done by him. Good identity. And he snipes the 20-pointer. Deserved for him. Peck still looking really strong in the step. Once again, 22 points on map number 1. 14 points on map number 2. He's probably pretty happy with that. In the meantime, though, we do have Spam after his tiny itsy-bitsy mistake. Ending number 10 here on the scoreboard. Still getting 5 points for himself. 12 points in the end so far. Being number 10 on the scoreboard. Well, okay. Doesn't look that great yet, but hey, we gotta see some point losses coming up right now. And if Spam is not gonna be the one losing points, he will climb up the scoreboard really fast. Map number 3 coming in. As you can hear, I'm gonna get myself something to drink. Does not look like we're gonna have a break here after map number 2. Well, clearly Radiance, as you could hear from that was water. That was definitely the sound of water. And is what I need right now in the warm-up of map Circles. Circles is one of the maps we have seen last week, which were that time around. That was actually one of the map number 5 and 6. This time around, though, we have a point loss system of only 50%. So the point loss will be engaged from this time onwards. Wow, what is this? Spam actually going right to the sign? Not what you want to see. Luckily, though, it is just a warm-up. But hey, the map Circles is gonna be a pretty important one here, because the point loss system is engaged. 50% of your points will be lost if you do not get top 8. And Brent probably still has PTSD from his performance last week on this one. As you might have remembered, the mistake that he did in lap 6, allowing Spam to take the top 8 and locking in the 30 points for himself. Yeah, that was a big one. And hopefully that momentum can carry Spam forward into this map. Once again, getting a good amount of points for himself. Let's see what he can do. The warm-up is about to end. And we are gonna start on the map Circles. Being in top 8 is on our screen right now. As we can see, we'll lose half of their points if you are below top 10. Oh, sorry, below top 8. Spam's goal right now is definitely being in that top 8, holding on to his 12 points, getting some more for himself. This is what we want to see. Riolo looking good at the start of the map already, but has to slow down a little bit because of his risky line. Yannex is now in the lead. He's going to get his picture on the corner of the stadium. Spam going through some people right here, cutting the line a little bit. And now we have some green numbers on our screen because Spam has entered the top 8. He's losing at that once again because of his line right there. But maybe he's going to catch her back once again in this tube section. We see somebody going really far to the left. That is an interesting line. But Spam right now top 12. Tween going for the under the sign line. Interesting. Ancient cut coming in. Spam has a nice amount of speed, and here he goes already. Going for the attack on some of the other players. Spam currently still in that top 12, but he is looking quite fast. He is only 0.2 behind the top 8, so that's definitely catch-upable. A little bit of an airtime coming in into the first identity, and that means he's gonna lose some time. But maybe he can catch the back up into the second part. Here he goes. Looks pretty good. And now we have some overtakes left and right, and indeed, Spam overtaking quite a bit of people. But some of those people were actually the people that went for the, let's call it the Carl Jr. line, as we have seen from last week. Oh, Spam goes too far to the right. No way. We actually saw him do that in last week as well, going really far to the right. He almost hit it last week, but this time around, he actually hits it. Riolo with the mistake. That's one overtake gone. And that means Spam is currently only 14th position. But oof, this is not looking too good. He needs to start pushing it to get back into the top 8. Tween is ahead of him. And right now, it is 3 seconds, let's say, between him and top 8. And that is quite a big gap. It is not looking too good for him so far, but if he risks it, it might be catch-upable. Let's see what he can do here. Into the wall right. No big bumps here. That's good. He gets a nice amount of speed going into the tech drift. Going onto the engine cut, he carries some good speed as well. There's really no big pressure for him. He can just go all in. Nothing to lose anymore. Everything to gain. So we will see Spam starting to risk probably. And oh my god, almost pulling a Brand, but he slows down so much. What even happened there? I don't think he clipped, but he lost so much speed, and now he's gonna go for the respawn. I don't want to be a pessimist, but it does look like it's gonna be over and out for Spam in this map. 16th position. Yeah. Yeah. I can pretend that this is gonna be somehow selfish, but I don't think so. Let's look at the top 8 instead. I'm just gonna do a little bit of a general cast for in the meantime, as Spam is trying to get his his concentration back. We are looking at Bren right now, who is around that top 8 position. Who are the big pointers right now in the losing part of the bracket? It is Tween with 22 points, being in 13th position. Avon is risking some points as well. Bren as well. But people like Pack are looking really good. He is on 36 points and is already once again in the top positions. But look who is in a league of its own right now. It is one of the newcomers in the league this season. It is Afi. Afi is looking so incredible right now. Already 0.7 ahead of Papu, Pack, Massa. We're all on good paces, but Afi is just in the league of his own. Looking really, really strong. Let's go back to Brent's position, who currently was in top 9, but I think he just went for an overtake. No, not yet, but he has a nice amount of speed going for the overtake on Brent. Actually solidifying his top 8 position. But is that going to be enough? No, Grant actually risking it. Brent losing quite a bit of speed. And now he's going to lose that top 8 once again. Who is in the lead right now? It is still Afi. On his own. For the second place, we have a battle between Massa and Pack. In the meantime though, we do have Spam overtaking both Matt and Riolu, but that's not gonna be enough to get back into the top 8. He is still about 11 seconds behind. Let's go back to the top 3. It is still a battle between Pack and Massa. Pack and Massa overtaking each other, so I'm not really sure who to spectate. Oh, but Pack going so far to the corner. Oh dear, but he does survive it indeed. Massa with a little bit of a different line. Both of them have the same amount of exit speed. Still though, Pack is looking quite strong in second place, actually going closer and closer to Afi for the 20-pointer. Pack is just incredible in the step so far. Already 36 points and now looking for another 14 at least, maybe 20. Afi is trying to hold on to his first place, but it is not enough yet. We are on lap 4 out of 6 and Pack is coming closer and closer. Massa right now trying to keep up with everybody, but it is going to be really, really hard, slowing down quite a bit. And now Papu, Scrappy and Carl Jr. going for the overtake. What is Pack doing in the meantime? Not with the best identity there and actually losing quite a bit of speed. Now Papu and Carl Jr. going for the overtake on both Pack. Oh, sorry, on both overtaking Pack. That's what I wanted to say. And now Afi is in the danger zone. Afi still in first place, but he goes up so high. What do you mean? Still though, the exit speed for him is incredible. And he's actually... What? This line is so good. This line is so good. 0.3 seconds ahead already. And Afi is leaving everybody behind once again. He really wants to hold on to those 20 points. Clearly, Scrappy right now with the best lap time. That means he might get the 2 points. It is not over yet though. And he is looking really fast as well. Catching up to a bunch of people, is now in top 5. Now back into top 6 because Pack went for the overtake once again. Pack looking strong in this section. On the reactive boost, maybe going for the overtake of Massa with the speed slide on the grass. Will do so indeed, paying off right there. Look at the speed he's getting from it. That is definitely worth doing. And Pack right now carrying his speed all the way to the battle to top 2-3 once again. Afi is still leading, but it is a battle for second place between Papu, now Peck, Massa, Carl Jr. Really strong players on the general standings, and now also once again in this map. They are looking so strong. Spam still 12 seconds behind, so we're gonna keep focusing on the lead. It is Afi in the lead, but it is Peck with an incredible amount of speed, but he takes some grass. He eats the grass. Grass does not taste good, and he's gonna go slow down quite a bit. It is Afi still first place. It is Papu in second, and the battle for third is on. Carl Jr. or Peck, who is it gonna be? We have entered the last lap of this map. Afi is about 0.3 ahead, but Papu is not gonna give it away just yet. Peck and Carl Jr. are still in the shadow, lurking in the shadows as well. On the ice we go. All players going quite high, taking a nice amount of speed, but it is Afi who is still winning, currently holding on to the 20 points. It is Peck who leaves Carl Jr. behind. It is Papu who is in second place. Let's see what's gonna happen here. Closing in on the identity section, we are looking at the top 3 of the field. It is Afi looking so incredibly strong still 0.3 ahead, but it is not enough to really be sure of your first place. And now it is Peck who goes and go closer and closer. Peck is... Oh no, but not for the best line there. He's gonna slow down quite a bit. Papu holding on to his second place. It is Afi struggling a little bit. Is that gonna be enough for Papu go for the overtake? No, it is not yet. But Afi is looking really strong. But is it Papu who's gonna close it out? No, it is Afi who gets himself the deserved 20 points for him. And also with the best lap in the end. Really well done by Afi. Deserved 22 points. Spam actually has overtaken Bren as well, who must have made another huge mistake. So that's gonna give Spam another point on the scoreboard. But yeah, not too great here in the first point loss map. We have actually a lot of points being lost in this map. Look at that. Look at that. We have Tween, 22 points, gonna lose half of it. Gwen, 10 points losing. We have Massa 7, Spam 6. A lot of points lost already. And we are only in map number 3. Alright, so what happened. But another map is coming in. And hopefully Spam can regain his concentration here. And not make any of the mistakes we've seen so far. And he is gonna pop it on this map. Alright, warm up on Bumpy Jumpy, here we go. Spam is currently in 13th place in the warm up of Bumpy Jumpy by Tona. And Bumpy Jumpy, I'm gonna keep saying the name because it's funny, is gonna be a really important map. A lot of players have a lot of points, especially Peck, who is after 3 maps already on 48 points. I mean, what do you mean? Peck is looking to just get first at the end of today. With this amount of points. Afi also really strong. Orel is on 28 points. And that is really important. Let's look at the current league ranking. Orel has moved into 9th position. Overtaking Scrappy. Virtually, of course, because these points are not locked in yet. But still, it is important to note that Orel is not out of it yet. With the good performance he's shown so far, being 3rd in this step, he is still in the mix to get top 8 before we have step 6. So Orel actually be challenging Spam, Massa, Kappa. It is not over yet. These players still have to show that they deserve to be in the top 8. And Orel and Scrappy and Avon and Tween, Yannex, they are all smelling the chance to get into the top 8 once again. And on the warm-up, we are moving into map number 4. Map number 4 has started. Bumpy Jumpy, here we go. It is up to Spam to get into the top 8. Get some good points for himself. He doesn't have that much to lose, so he might go for some risky approaches. And maybe go for the top positions and really score really high on this map. Let's see what he can do here. Already with a good start for himself. In the green numbers. In the top 8. And now on the dirt. Oh, we have our first mistake. Oh, and our second mistake. But sadly, it is Spam who makes a second mistake. And Spam will be 16th. At the start of the map already. It is not looking like a good step for Spam so far. But the step is not over yet. And also, this mistake was not that huge. Look at the gap. It is not that big. Spam will be able to catch up to people who are struggling a little bit. One of those players right now is named Pack, who with 48 points is on 15th position. Not where you want to be. Oh, Matt is slowing down already. Riolo is slowing down already. This is the opportunity for Spam to go for some overtakes and get the number 16 off his car. Looking good already. Number 14 has been painted. He is live changing the numbers on his car right now. Next up is Yannex. Can he bumpy jump his way into top 13? He is so slow. Back slowing down so much. No way. Back has slowed down incredible amount. He is so far behind. Look at this. Oh dear. No, with another mistake. Oh, Back. What do you mean? 48 points. He's risking 48 points. That is not good to see. Spam, in the meantime, is taking advantage of the mistakes of the others. And is now in 13th place. Not 16th, but 13th. That's better already. But it's not enough yet. He needs to push it once again. Get some more overtakes in this pocket. We are currently in lap 2 out of 6 on Bumpy Jumpy. Going into the reactive boost. Tech drift. Oh, looking good here for Spam. Nice amount of exit speed. Coming closer to Riolo. Let's see what he can do here. What an incredible amount of speed. Riolo is being left behind. He is not even on our screens anymore. And now it is my force being gone and Spam being in top 12 already. Only 1 second to go between him and top 8. Here we go once again. We have Alliance on our 16x9. Sponsored by Razer and Monster Energy. And now it is only 0.8 seconds for him to get back into the green numbers. Bumpy Jumpy number 2 coming up. This time around Spam has way more speed. Jumping nice and low. Love to see it. And now we will have the point loose champion, Massa, making a mistake. Gwen with the best lap so far. He is looking good in the step. He has 14 points, but still, he is in the first place. Pack is still 5 seconds behind top 8. He is looking to lose 24 points. And we are on map number 4. Bren with a mistake. Another opportunity for Spam to go for the overtake. He does so indeed. Spam's already on the 10. Let's go for the single digit positions. Yannex is next still. About a second between him and Yannex right now. That is quite a bit. But with Spam's pace, he might be able to catch that up. Bran looking to get back into the top 10. Looking good for him though. Spam needs to defend it. And not with that line. He got a little bit of airtime there. Losing a little bit of grip. That's going to cost him some time. Bran will be able to go for the overtake on Spam right now. But still. It is Spam actually. Who is about 1.2 seconds behind top 8. And top 8 really is the goal right now. Evan is in the lead. He is number 1. We don't have a picture for him. And that means no distractions for Spam. And that means he's going to press B to boost. Let's see what he's going to do here in Bumpy Jumpy. Jumping over the people. Bran? Who's that? I don't even know. He is left behind. Yannex is looking quite slow. Kappa, who is gonna slow down quite a bit. He is failing the identity. That's good news because Kappa is a direct opponent on the general standing for Spam. If he is being overtaken, he is being losing points. That is really good news for Spam. Not only because he is the one getting the benefit for overtaking him. Also Kappa losing some points here. Bran is not gonna give up just yet. Once again going for the overtake on Spam. But still though, that battle will keep on going on. It is Afi right now, who has an incredible step so far, is in the danger zone, being in top 8. Oh, tech drift coming in. Spam looking good. Going for the bumpy jump. No, wait, the normal jump. Oh, but it gets some airtime. That's going to cost him a lot of time. That's going to cost him a lot of time. Massa and Bram being taking advantage of the Spam's little mistake right there. And overtaking him for the top 10 positions. Spam still needs to start pushing it. His pace is not fast enough just casually overtake people. He's got to start risking it towards the end of the map. We are in lap 4 out of 6, so it's still possible to go for some catch-ups here. Still though, he's 1.2 seconds behind the top 8 player. Good identity though for Spam, and that's going to come closer and closer to Massa, who is currently in the top 10 position. Carl Jr. with the best lap. Massa with second best. As you can see, Massa's catching up to people. He is pushed the B button because he does not want to be below out of the top 8. Spam bouncing up and down, bumpy jumping, not even in the identity. And now he's coming closer and closer to Massa. Look at the gap between him and top 8. It is now less than a second. You can see that Spam is pushing it. He is risking it for the biscuit. It is not over yet. We are lap 5 for the 6. And it is still possible for Spam to get back into the top 8, not losing any points. Oh, that is a death blow right there. That's gonna cost him. It is now even Ryodu who's gonna go for the overtake on Spam. Spam's step is not today so far. I gotta be honest. He keeps needing to push left and right, and that is really risky because pushing induces risk, and risk makes you crash. And that is what we are seeing live on the screens right now. Spam just barely scraping by, and that means he pushes it, goes for the risk, and sometimes, although lately often, oh my god, no way. Afi with a huge mistake. Oh dear. French top 3 on Bumpy Jumpy. Look at that. Grandpapu and Bram with the best laps in lap number 5. They are looking incredible. But it is the big losers. Afi, Kappa, Tween, and especially Beck, who is about to lose 24 points. Spam is still in the top 10 position, so it will carry some points into the last 2 maps, but it is not gonna be a lot. Not gonna be a lot at all. We have about 2 seconds for him to get back into the top 8 in the last lap. That's gonna be really hard to catch up to. But maybe he's gonna go for the overtake on Massa. Wait, no, it's not Massa. It is Evon. Evon will have 23 points. And he's leaving it all behind for Spam to be able to go for the overtake. And the hope is here. It is 1 second for him to get back into the top 8, not losing any points. That is a lot of points you can save here. That is 4 points difference to get back into the top 8. So that might be a lucrative goal for Spam to go for here. Bumpy Jumpy coming in. It is not going to be enough for Spam to get an insane identity to just gonna go for some overtakes. So it needs to be lucky here. And for someone to make a mistake. Is that someone going to be Massa? It's not going to be Massa. And that means Spam does get 9th here. In the end. Bittersweet because Spam did not lose that many points, but still. Top 8 would have been preferred. Alrighty then, that was map number 1 till 4. Spam ends up with 10 points on the scoreboard, I think. Yeah, 10 points, 13th of the step. Not too great. But it is really back. Who is the Satch right now? Look at the overall scoreboard. Pack, who was 48 before the previous map, now on 28, and it is Aurel in first. Let's go into the interview. Alright, hello Spam.
Hi.
Okay, I need to fix my audio real quick. Give me a second. There we go. So yeah,
I am very disappointed in myself. Let's just put it that way.
yeah, I can see. I mean, so far, not too great.
No, it's actually, I'm actually ashamed. It's horrendous. I don't know what's going on, but yeah, I'm not getting into the flow of things here.
Yeah, I mean, it is. To me, as a spectator's point of view, it does look like you get some tiny mistakes here and there. You fall behind a little bit. You are in that around top 10. You start risking it, it seems like, and then yeah, you get this situation where you just gotta go for the risk and you make a tiny mistake, and yeah.
Yeah, I'm actually, yeah, I don't know what's going on. Like, I mean, like I said, the warm-up on the previous maps went horrible. And it definitely, yeah, I don't know. For some reason, it just doesn't feel right today. Hopefully, it's not gonna hinder me on these 2 new maps. Because, yeah, I will be a very disappointing human being if that happens.
Yeah, I mean, we still have the last 2 maps to go, which of course is the ones where you lose all your points. You not having that many, how do you feel going into those? Are you gonna go for risking and getting as many points as possible, or what is your tactic here now?
Well, I'm definitely not gonna risk, but yeah, just getting top 8 is what I want now. Initial plan was to gather a lot of points on the previous maps, and that way, you know, drive very consistent and safe on the last two. But right now, I don't have a lot of points, like you said, so I'll just get top 8 and hope for the best. Like I said, I'm yeah, it's just not feeling right today, unfortunately.
Yeah, yeah, we kind of noticed that, sadly.
Yeah.
But luckily, you can at least laugh about it a little bit here. Yeah, the last two maps coming up. I wanted to quickly talk about, because in the pre-match interview you said Scrappy is going to be important because he's one of the players that might be able to snipe you in the end here. But now we have Aurel on the scoreboard with 40 points, and if you go over to the league ranking, Aurel is in the virtual top 8 right now.
Exactly.
So
yeah, it's a very crazy step right here. A lot can happen.
Yeah,
and I'm definitely aware of it, but hopefully it's not gonna affect me that much.
Yeah, well,
wise.
You, at the other hand, we do have, as well as you, Kappa and who was it, Massa, not doing that well either.
Yeah, exactly.
So at least you have that going for you, because your direct opponents are also struggling a little bit. You get some breathing room. If you perform well in these last two maps, I gotta be honest, even with these 4, the start of this match, you are still looking really strong.
Yeah, that's exactly that is definitely the positive thing. My direct opponents aren't. I mean, they are in a similar situation as I am right now, so that is really good. But yeah, hopefully I can perform here. Else we have to go back to the drawing board and figure something out for the final step next week. That's for sure.
Otherwise, you're gonna have another final step like last season, where it's really scary. Hopefully that won't happen, and we can see you get double first here in the upcoming maps, because why not?
That would be great.
One last thing I found it very interesting is that Peck was able to lose 24 points, even though we're not even in map 5 yet.
Yeah, he's that's unfortunate for him.
That is really unfortunate. So, yeah, it's a pretty weird step we've seen so far, and let's see what it's gonna bring us in the upcoming 2 maps. I'm gonna let you warm up. We have 1 minute left to go. Yep. Good luck, and hopefully
gonna do my best, man.
After these 2 maps, we are gonna see a happy-faced Spam.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll try my best.
Cool. Good luck.
Bye.
Alrighty. I think, by the way, just technical talk here. I think I found the fix to this problem. This should be really loud. Yes. Oh. Alright. We did it. Technical difficulties solved. I can put my own microphone up a little bit again. Let's go. How is this? It's really loud now, or is it good now? Because I now have to live adjust it. Okay, let's do it like this. For the people out there that wanna wonder, apparently if I turn down my Windows sounds, for whatever reason that turns down the OBS sound as well, which I've not I didn't have that before. I don't know if that's like recent, but I don't know. Whatever. We have it fixed now, so boop. There we go. The end of the warm-up. Final phase is starting. We are gonna start with map number 5. And this is the map that's gonna be really important for a lot of players. Maybe not so much for Spam, as he doesn't have that much to lose. But I do feel like I have to turn it down a tiny bit more. Here we go. Alright. It is gonna be a really important map for especially number 1, who is Aurel. Aurel, who is looking to get back into the top 8, going back from a low point in the standings now all the way into the virtual top 8. He is looking to get a lot of points this step. So for him, these upcoming 2 maps are incredibly important. For Spam, his goal is getting some nice amount of points and getting into this last step with a good scoreboard. But oh dear, we have a little bit of a mistake. He saves himself, however, and that is decent. Not too much of a speed loss, and already going for some overtakes here in the jump. He has a nice amount of speed going into that. He's overtaking Carl Jr. Matt, Peck is the next one coming up. Identity coming in. He gets the up reactor boost. That's what I mean. Papu is gone. He is left behind. We have so many mistakes on the Identity. And what is going on already? We are in map 5, boys. We are back into TMGL. Mistakes left and right. Aurel, done. 40 points into the toilet. Papu, 38 points into the toilet. What is going on right now? Spam is already in the red, but in the best red number, being top number 9. So definitely able to go for the top 8 in this map, especially if players around him gonna make more mistakes. The gap between him and top 8 is only 0.2, and that is being able to be cleaned up right there. Although here comes Carl Jr. and that's on speed, but he slows down once again. Spam is looking good, you guys. We are back into the step. I think Spam is feeling it. Look at that speed. Look at the jump. I mean, he loses a little bit of time after that, but I mean, it is all about that idea. Once again, gets the upper reactor boost. It is Peck who is ahead of him, but Spam has so much speed. Spam has so much speed. Peck, who is that? Afi is now... No, wait, it is still Peck on our screens right now, but Afi is being left behind as well. Spam going for the whole overtake left. It's going for the overtake right. He's gonna go for the overtake backwards because Afi just overtook him. But still, top 6 for Spam right now. Here we go once again. Peck is in a battle with Spam for top 6. But Spam has a nice low jump. It is still so incredibly close between Afi, Peck and Spam. And in the lead we have Gwen looking good. 30 points. He's gonna keep on to those points probably, unless he makes any huge mistakes. Brand as well looking good. 3 now in the top 3. In the meantime though, we have Aurel 10 seconds behind. No, but Spam makes a mistake. Oh dear. Another mistake like we've seen in lap number 1. Luckily though, he's able to save himself quite well. Going for the low jump. He's gonna catch up to Scrappy and Carl Jr. here. Identity coming in. Spam taking it quite well. Oh dear lord. Yannex. Scrappy is so slow. Afi with a huge mistake. Afi is gone. Scrappy was slow, but now with a good going through the finish. And now it is not enough yet for him to overtake Spam though. Spam is in top 7 right now. Carl Jr. is right in front of him. Carl Jr. is right in front of him. The gap between Spam and number 1 is 3.8 seconds. So it's going to be hard to catch up to, with at least Spam be able to go for top 8. Scrappy right now is going to go and say, no. I want top 7. But maybe Spam is going to go, no, back. Here we go into the half pipe. Oh dear lord, I'm losing my voice. Into the ice we go. Oh, Scrappy takes such a beautiful ice section. I gotta give it to him. He is gonna leave Spam and Carl Jr. behind, but Spam is going for the risk. What is this? Lion Spam. What is going on? What an incredible amount of turns for him. He is leaving everybody behind except for Peck. The POC in the chat. Spam is now top 5. We are in lap 4 out of 6. Here we go once again. Spam is going really fast on the ice. Once again clearing the ice identity perfectly. And now it is Peck who is still being relatively close to Spam. Kappa with the best lap. Riolo second place, but who is that in third? It is our boy Spam. Only 0.37 seconds behind the number 1 lap. Alliance Spam is now in 5th position. And Kappa is the one who is the closest to him. But as you can see, the gap is quite big. And that means Spam is quite comfortable here at the 5th position. And that is something we have not seen today. Spam definitely being able to recoup his mental state. And is now back into this step. Let's see if he can do another risk. Look, really strong once again. Look at that speed. So fast. Oh dear. And now Gwen is actually closing in a little. Oh no, but here's Kappa. Hello Kappa. You are strong as well, Kappa. We do not forget about you. Gwen actually slowing down quite a bit. And it is now Spam who might be able to get closer and closer to Gwen and also Kappa. Spam actually going really wide. He has to slow down a bit, but saves himself. And that is what important. He saves himself. It is really cool to see that Spam is so much control over his car. Even with a little bit of a wonky line, he is able to save himself and still hold on to that 5th position. Which is a really nice position to have in lap number 5. Who is now in the back? Look at that. Aurel is back into 12th position. It is not over yet for him. It is not over yet for him. In the meantime, though, we still have Spam about 2.2 seconds behind the lead. And that means he's actually closing in on number 1. He's closing in. Yannick, so what a nice section for him. And it's saying bye-bye to Spam right now. Spam has to leave the 5th position behind. Never mind. This is the place where Spam goes for the overtake literally every lap. And once again, we can see an overtake going out for him. He is so good at this section and I love to see it. Identity section coming in once again. Over the ice we go. Reactor boost up. The speed is being gained. Kappa is still very far ahead of him. And here we go. Spam locks in 5th place. This is so good. This is so good. Aurel with the Sag. He loses it. 40 points. And Pack. Oh no. Oh dear. Oh dear, Pack. Even with an incredible performance in the first 4 maps. Or well, let's say the first 3 maps. It is now Spam who is very far ahead of Pack. That's a yikes and a half. But hey, at least Spam is doing really well. He gets 9 points, doubling his points in 1 map. He is now back into top 8 in the step. Oh dear, what a step we have on our hands here. Back and forth, left and right, point loss here, point gain there. Beautiful to see. We are gonna go into the last map, Dune, and it's gonna go all down to this. If Spam can get another top 8, I can guarantee you we will have a smiling Spam in the stream coming up after this match. Here we go. Massa losing it all. Pack losing it all. Papu losing it all. Carl Jr. losing it all. Aurel. What? I mean, carnage in this step so far. Gwen and Avon are looking really good. Scrappy right now, who before was not that scary in the general standings, right now is suddenly 3rd in the step with 33 points. Let's look at the overall standing. Spam is looking like a nice 122 points so far. Of course, this is not final yet. People can lose points. And that is still a pretty big gap, even virtually with Scrappy, who is currently on 93 points. So Spam is looking good, but he has to hold on to the points he has gained so far in this. And that means he needs to get top 8 in this map. Dune is going to be our last map. And Spam has focused on these 2. So it is not that weird to see him perform well on map number 5. But we also need to see him perform well on map number 6. Here we go into the identity. As you can see, reactor boost drifting. Spam quite full sending it. Massa has a cut or something. I'm pretty sure you do not get any checkpoints there, so that's probably not even possible. But it's a pretty interesting line for him. Here we go, and the warm-up final phase starting. We are on to map number 6. The hype is on. Can I get some go spams in the chat for our boy? Let's see what he can do with the 19 points. Can he hold on to it? Can he get the top 8? And can he lock in a nice amount of points for himself at the step number 5. Looking good already. We are in the middle of the pack right now, but it is so close. I'm only 300ths of a second behind the leader, who is called Gwen. Gwen has a nice amount start, but Spam is currently in the top 3 position already. Into the grass section we go. Who has the most amount of exit speed is going to be Gwen once again. He is looking strong on this map, but still, Spam is looking fast as well. He is on his way to holding on to his top 8 position and getting a nice amount of points for himself already. Look at that. Only 1.1 behind Gwen in the start of the map. He's going to lose some ground here, however, but maybe with some more, a nice amount of extra speed on the hill. Here we go. He is risking it for the biscuit. He's not able to catch up to anybody yet, but he's also not losing any positions. It is still only 1.1 second behind the leader, who is currently called Papu. And right now, it is Spam in top 6. Onto the dirt we go. Spam has a nice amount of grip, and that's going to give him some good speed going into the half pipe. Who is going to be the low jumper of them all? It's gonna be Gwen. Look at the risk he is taking in map number 6. The balls on this guy are huge. Identity section coming up. Spam taking it safe, it seems like. He's gonna lose a couple of positions. Not really the highest amount of pace, but at least no crashing either. What is the exit speed? It is decent. He's gonna catch up to some people, but he definitely lost quite a bit of time in the identity here that he needs to be able to catch up in the rest of the map. He is 0.3 behind top 8, and that is not really what I want to say out loud, but it is happening right now. At least no big mistakes yet, and that means with a nice amount of pace, Spam can catch up to the top 8. He is still in 11th position. Scrappy is right ahead of him. It is Matt as well ahead of him. Yannex, Tween, all of these players need to be overtaken and need to be overtaken soon. We are in lap 2, however. We have a lot of laps still to go, but it is not good to see the red numbers at the bottom of the screen right now. Go, Spam. Here we go into another tech drift. He gets a nice amount of extra speed, and that is Matt down already. He's back into the top 10, where Spam has resided for the first 4 laps as well. Still, though, can he get back into the green? A nice amount of extra speed for him. And that's going to mean he's going to go closer and closer to Scrappy. Tween is as well being closed in on. Dirt coming in. Spam has a nice amount of speed once again. Half pipe coming up. He needs to start low jumping this. Oh, look at how high Yannex goes. That's an opportunity for Spam to go for the overtake. He does so indeed. That is the top 9 going in. But now the identity. Spam needs to start full sanding. Let's see what he can do here. Oh, we have a mistake. I think it was Kappa. No, it was not Kappa. Who was it? I think maybe Aurel. No! Oh, dear. That is it. Yeah. Oh, the unfortunate mistake right at the checkpoint. That means he has to go for the full respawn. Full stop. Rip and a half. Sad Pepe. Sag in the chat. I cannot make this good, guys. This is just really sad to see. Spam not able to clear the identity correctly. Went for the risk. It did not pay off. And now we have him in 14th place with 9 seconds behind top 8. 9 seconds? I don't think that's catch-upable, I gotta be honest. And that means he's gonna lose some points here. Now, maybe Spam can catch up to Riolu or Yannex. Well, not Yannex, probably. Yannex is about 6 seconds ahead of Spam here. Pack is gonna go for the 0-pointer in this match. Tween is gonna lose some points. Aurel not looking too good either. But it is Scrappy right now. Let's look at him in this identity section. One of the oh, Papu! No way! Papu is gonna go full rip. Papu went full rip. He is in the top 11 now. It is Scrappy who is in the top 5. Not where you want to see him. Who else is a direct opponent of Spam? Massa. Massa is in top 4. He only has 3 points carried into this map, however. So he's not going to get that many points at the end. Still not too great to see him in the top positions. Who else do we have here? Yeah, I mean... Kappa, who is in the lead. That is scary to see. Because Kappa might go for some overtakes here on the scoreboard on Spam. If he's gonna go for the win here. Kappa is looking so strong. Look at that risk. You love to see it paying off. Kappa is on a pace and a half right now. He is first place. And he is risking it for the biscuit. Wants the 20 points. Wants to lock in a bunch of points for himself after the step. Getting himself a safe position as he's closing into steps number 6. Alfie is looking good as well. Although he barely doesn't make the jump. Gwen as well. Super good. Kappa going for the safe route in the air this time around though. He's going to lose some speed to the rookies here. Alfie and Gwen looking good in the step once again. No! Alfie! Woo! 360 style points for him. It's going to cost him a lot of time though. And he is still top 8 for him. Good news for him, though. It is Spam. Oh, Riolu is dead. And that means Spam is in top 12. Still, 7 seconds behind the top 8. He needs like 4 mistakes for him to get 19 points. And... I don't know. Maybe? Probably not, gotta be honest. It's about 7 seconds left between him and 19 points. That's going to be hard for him to catch up to. Still though, in the lead, we have Kappa on 20-pointer territory here. 0.6 seconds ahead of Gwen. And that's gonna be hard for Gwen to catch up to. Kappa is looking really, really good. Other players here, Scrappy looking good as well. He's in top 4, also with 33 points on the map, on the step. And they are looking to be the winners of this step. Kappa, Gwen, Scrappy, Evon. They are all on high amount of points and also in the top 8. And because not a lot of players have a lot of points in this step, that means they are gonna take advantage of their insane amount of point gain in this step, because relatively to the other players, they are gaining a lot of points in this one. Let's see. Oh! Scrappy whiffed a mistake! He's slowing down a bit. Is that enough to get... Oh! Alfie with a huge mistake! I mean, so far, Alfie has to go for the double respawn. Scrappy actually saving himself. He is still top 8 in 6th position. So many mistakes in this identity. It is not enough yet, however, for Spam to get some overtakes. He is still in the top 12 as we are entering the last lap of step number 5. We gotta have a miracle for Spam to get back into the top 8. I don't see it happening, so I wanna focus on the players here who have a lot to lose. Scrappy, Evon, Gwen and Kappa are the players we are looking at right now, because they are the players in the green with a lot of points. We can see Scrappy and Evon in our field of view already. They are looking pretty strong, they are looking pretty solid, they are looking to get a nice amount of points for themselves. Scrappy and Evon are challengers for the top 8 that Spam is currently defending. So it is bad news, and we're gonna have an insane last step. But who do we have here? It is Matt, maybe for the first time ever, getting top 8 in the step. It is incredible. I want to see what he can do here in the end. Oh my god, Matt, what do you mean? He went so close, but he survives it. Coming into the identity. No, is it Papu sniping? And no, Matt throwing away his top 8. It is Kappa who wins. It is Gwen who gets second. It is Evil with a nice finish. It is Scrappy. No, Scrappy! Scrappy, no! Scrappy, no! Scrappy, no! He's losing 33 points in the end! Scrappy, no! Oh my god, he loses 33 points. Oh dear, oh god. And that is gonna be yikes and a half. That's gonna feel really, really bad for him. Losing it in the end. Beck is gonna get 0 points this step. What? Spam losing 19, getting only 4. Oh dear. Yeah. What a step. What a roller coaster. Okay. Matt. 14 points. He still lost in the general standing, sadly, for him. Look at that. Spam is lost his place to Kappa. Spam is equal with Massa for top 7 right now, going into the last step. And that means he does have a bit of a gap between him and Evon and Orel and Scrappy. But that gap is not big. Spam cannot afford to do another step like this, so he needs to pop it in the last step. Let's see what he says. Wow, okay. That was a step.
Yeah, everything went wrong.
Yeah.
Let's just put it that way.
A lot of points being lost in this step. Not only you.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened on this one. Pack ending with 0 points. Scrappy losing 33 points in the last turn of the last map.
Oh my god, really?
Yeah, you losing your points in map 6. I mean, what was going on there? It just...
Yeah, I don't know. Today, you know, sometimes it's just not a TrackMania day. Today was one of those days that we just quickly need to forget about.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't even feel like I could do anything. That's just how it went. I don't know what is up, but yeah, even though, you know, it's all gonna be in step 6 here, boys. 107. I have 20-point gap to Evon.
Yeah.
And then you have Aurel, who is 40 points, no, 37 points behind me. And then Scrappy with 40 something points. Dude, it's gonna be, oh my god, step 6. It's gonna be horror. I'm like in the hot seat.
You are
Together
back in the
with,
hot seat just like last season, honestly. It's just not that different.
Yeah. Oh my god. I don't know. Hopefully next week I'm feeling better. Like, I don't know. Today, it just, like I said, the warm-up went bad. I don't know. Everything just went terrible, TrackMania-wise. Like, I don't know. I didn't even have the pace anywhere. I was happy that I, kind of played okay on map 5. That boosted my morale a little bit. But even on that map, I played really bad. And yeah, the respawn, yeah, that is just very sad. Like, I was stuck, and I had to go for the forced respawn.
Yeah, I mean, we saw the incredible, at that moment you knew you effed up moment where you went for the respawn and you can see that mistake happen again where you go up the checkpoint, you're like, oh no, this is going to be a double respawn. It's going to cost you like 10 seconds. I mean, at that point you already know it's over, and that's just...
Yeah, that was really unfortunate. But what I can take away from this is that I just have to completely focus on TrackMania this week.
Yeah.
And put in a lot of hours because we're gonna have 2 new maps as well. And like Cyclone and the other and Paradise are out. So I think depending on the 2 new maps, I think it's gonna be a good map pack for me. But I don't know what the new maps are.
Yeah.
So,
I mean,
yeah, but I'm really disappointed. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's not a lot of good to say today. I mean, it's not... No. The first 4 maps didn't go that well, and then map 5, there was definitely some hope there. You had a good map, for sure. At least relatively to the others, right? So, we kind of went with hope into map 6. Sadly, though, it was not meant to be. Is this how it is, I guess?
Yeah, we just have to take it, quickly forget about this step, to be honest, and refocus for the upcoming week. That's about it. Cannot really do much more about that.
Yeah, exactly. Just forget about it and move on.
No, that's the best thing I can do here.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna close it off. You're gonna do the POV, yep. I assume. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yep.
All right. See you then in the chat.
See ya.
Alright, that's gonna be the cast for today. Can I get some hearts in the chat for Spam today? Some love, because we still support him, obviously. And that we are gonna go into an incredibly exciting step number 6, because he has to perform to get top 8. I mean, the drama is here, at least. The drama is here. That was it for me today. Cast number 5, and that means only one regular season cast to go. Next week, 8 o'clock, once again, just like today. And we will see you then.